Hi guys, James George here from EXP, and this video is all about lead follow-up. How do we follow up with the new leads, our old leads, what scripts to use, what texts, what emails, what processes, what CRM. I'm going to be giving away all my secrets and showing you how we're going to hopefully do over $100 million worth of real estate in the next 12 months. So let's get started. Let's share my screen. And you can see here is our website, homeiscali.com. And we use a website and a CRM system called Geeks. And what this does is everyone who is wanting to search for properties, we do a lot of pay-per-click advertising. They click on Google, they click on Bing, they see our advert, and then they come through and they have to sign up to look at properties on our website. We then get their information and then we follow up with them. So what follow-up do we do? So I'm just going to move over to this screen and you will see here, this is the follow-up that we do. So the first thing that we do is we call them. The key thing is try and call someone as soon as they've signed up to your website. And what we do is if they don't pick up, we call what's called bulldogging. And that is when we hang up and we immediately call again. On the first one, we don't leave a voicemail. So then you'll see we send out text messages. We send out 2 text messages literally 2 minutes after they've signed up. This is the first text message that we send out. You'll see that we have to change the text message. It actually has our old website, homeissandiego.com, and we literally a day ago changed it to homeiscali.com. But it gives you an idea that we send them an introductory text message. And then what we do is we send them a message saying, how can we help you with your home search? And quite often we get text messages back immediately through our website, through our CRM, and we can start connecting it from them through that. So these are automatically sent out. Then what we do is we send them a welcome email. Now, beforehand, we used to send out an automated email to go out. Now we do it differently. Now we actually send them a more personalized email. What we do is we go into the back end of our CRM system and we can actually tailor their home search depending on what we feel that they're looking for. And what we do is we send them an email just saying, hi, this is James from homeiscali.com. Thank you for signing up to our website. I've set you up on a home search on our website, and it's looking for 5-bedroom homes up to 800,000 in Carlsbad, because I see that's what you've been looking for. Please, can you let me know if this is, if you want us to change the criteria that you're looking for? It's very easy for us to adapt it. And if you like any of the properties that you're getting through, please let us know, favorite them on our website, and we can send you more information on them. Something along those lines as the welcome email is fantastic. And we just find that personalized emails are just working much better than the generic ones that are sent out. So then 3 hours later, we call them again. Once again, we bulldog them. So if they don't pick up, we call them again. But this time we actually leave them a voicemail. So this is the first time we leave them a voice out. Then you'll see a day later, we call them again, but this time we don't leave a voicemail. Once again, we bulldog them again. Call, hang up, call again. Then day 3, you'll see that we send a text message like this out. And then we send them an immediate text message afterwards. It's all about just connecting loads of times. Keep following up with them. Once again, these are sent out automatically. If you haven't got a CRM that does that, highly recommend getting one, or just send out text messages yourself. It's going to be time consuming if you've got a lot of leads, but if you just started, just send out the text messages yourself. Then what we do, and you'll see that we call this the 10 days of pain, by the way. So it's 10 days of constant follow-up to try and get hold of your lead, because that's the most important time to follow up with someone, first 10 days. Then what we do is we call again from a different telephone number. They might have seen your number keep coming up and they're ignoring it. You call them from a different number, they might pick up that phone. Then what we do is we send them an automatic text message, email from our system, just checking in to see if you're getting our emails and text messages. The great thing about our system as well is it actually tells you if someone has opened the email, and that's really important, because if you see someone's opening the emails but they're not receiving calls or text messages, you know that email might be the best form of communication. If they're not opening their emails, then you're like, what's the point in emailing them? So then we've got Day 7, so we actually leave it 3 days. Then we call them again and we leave a voicemail. And then what we do is at that point, we do a text message. I put 1 month check-in here, but it's actually not 1 month check-in. It's just an automatic template that we've got. And you'll see here that we basically follow up with the text message again. So ignore the 1 month check-in. And then what we do 3 days later is basically the final call. So we call again and leave a voicemail, and that will be the last time that you call them. You then send them a text message that you'll see here. And then what we do is we actually, at this point, we move them over to the pond. It says move to unassigned here, but what that actually means to us now is with our Real Geeks software, we can move them what's called to a pond, where basically they sit there and any real estate agents on my team at any point can go in there and have a go at themselves at contacting them. And then also, I've missed out here in regards to the email that we send out. Once again, just another follow-up. But what we do is we keep them on our system. We still send out automatic text messages. You'll see every 30 days, we send them a text message. And what we're hoping is that they come back on our website and we reconnect with them. But if needed, what they do is they basically go into what we call our pond, but you can, call it whatever you like. But what effectively that means is just old leads that we haven't managed to get a hold of yet. So that is what we do for new leads. The key thing is to have a plan of action to try and contact them as much as possible in 10 days. And then in the long run, have a system where you're just following up with them, maybe through text messages. Just to talk to you about it as well, every single person who comes into our database goes automatically into our big database, where we email them once a week. We use a system called BombBomb, and we email them once a week. And so anyone like this who's never got in contact with before is getting good quality emails from us once a week. And on those emails, we talk about what listings we've got coming up, what properties have just sold. We do a monthly video with a market update. And we're always trying to add value to people so that there is actually, so there's a reason for people to actually open the emails. Then old leads. So what do we do with old leads? So what we're often to do with our system is maybe people that haven't been in our system for, who signed up to our website maybe 2 years ago. We'll occasionally just go through our system and go through this process. So maybe if you're looking at changing up your business and you want to go through all of your old leads, and this is just a simple follow-up process that you can do with your old leads. So first thing you could do is call them. All right. So what we can sometimes do is set it up on our system. We'll call them, and then what we'll do is we'll set up this follow-up, which reminds us to call them 3 days later. We normally leave them a voicemail, and then we send them a text message out, just basically saying something along the lines of, I know we haven't been able to connect recently, but are you looking for a new home? Then that is sent out automatically. You see that text message. Then 4 days later, give them a call, leave them a voicemail, and then automatically send a text message out with that one as well, which looks like this. Okay. And then 1 month later, send them out a text message, and then 3 months later, send them out a text message. So that's just like a really simple follow-up process that you could do for old leads. And what I'm going to also show you is the script that we use. So when a lead first comes into our website, the most important thing is you get on the phone and you call them. And then this is the script that we use. So I say, hi, Chris, this is James. You've just signed up to our website, homeiscali.com, and you've been looking for properties in Carlsbad. So how long have you been looking for a home? Get the conversation going, and then what we do is we go through all of these questions. What areas you're considering? Ideally, what home are you looking for? And start getting them answering all these questions. You don't have to use the exact order. Sometimes they might start talking about different questions. And I would highly advise making notes as you go along and use a piece of paper as you're doing it. As you get more comfortable, you can type it directly into your CRM. But especially to begin with, you can print this out. And if anyone wants to get in contact with me, I'm more than happy to send you this script. Who would make the move with you in a perfect world? When you'd be moved into your new home, what price would you be most comfortable with your new home? Are you currently renting? Do you own your own home? Are you pre-approved for a loan? And then what you do is you say, I just want to recap to see that we are on the same page. Go through exactly everything that they've talked about, show that you've listened, and then is there anything that we have missed? And then with this one, we have a follow-up. The ending is like, thank you, that all sounds great. I'm really excited to help you with your new home. I'm going to start sending you properties that fit your criteria. If you can favorite any of the ones on the website, that would be great because I can then do more research for you. It would be great to go and take a look at some properties together. Would you be free this week or this weekend? So that's kind of, I always try and then, try and set up a search with them depending on, how far ahead they're looking. So hopefully that gives you a really good idea of what to do with your lead follow-up. So let's take it off the screen share now. So lead follow-up is also going to be different depending on where you get the lead from. So if you've got a lead that's come from pay-per-click advertising, I would highly, advise following the systems that we've got in place. But maybe, for example, it's a friend or a referral, then your lead follow-up is going to be very different. So with that, what I would do is always the first step is add them to my CRM. I would then always, if I've just spoken to them on the phone, or maybe I've had a text message, if I've spoken to them on the phone, I would text and email them straight away afterwards, hopefully with some properties, get them set up on a search, whether you use your local MLS or your website. And then I would send them an email with something on the lines of, hi, Chris, it was great chatting to you today. Here is some properties that I thought you might be interested in. Then I've also set you up on a search so that you get properties sent to you automatically. If you like any of them, let me know. Would love to be able to answer any of your questions, and let's go out and see some properties soon. Something like that. And then what I'd do is I'd send them a text message saying, great chatting to you on the phone earlier. I've just sent you an email with some properties and talking about how I've just set you up on a search so you get properties sent automatically. If you've got any questions, let me know. Really looking forward to helping you with your home search. Something like that would be great. And then what I would do is I would set a follow-up in my CRM that follows up with them. Now, depending on whether they like responding to calls, text, or emails is then how I would respond to them. So what I do with my CRM is I would just put follow-up, probably call. So it reminds me to call them. And what I'd probably do is I'd probably call them in like 2 days, depending on if they want to see homes this weekend, it's going to be the next day. But say, for example, I'm looking to move in the next few weeks or months, I would then probably give them an extra day and then I would call them back. And if I don't get hold of them by, a phone call, I'd leave a voicemail, drop them a text and an email. If I start realizing that they're not responding to my calls, but they're really good with texts and emails, then that's what I would do. I would build up that relationship and generally always respond through the medium which they are responding to. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that's really good for you to be able to do follow up. Once again, if you've got any questions about this, please do get in contact. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing lots more videos like this, and you can message me anytime. All my contact information is below. Give us a thumbs up and good luck with your follow up, and let's have a great year of real estate.